got your eyes on the girl. Offer her your hand and a drink right, and she doesn't even think twice. It feels so right, it must be wrong. It feels so right, it must be. It feels so right, it must be wrong. It feels so right, trust me. It feels so right, it must be wrong. It feels so right, it must be. It feels so right, it must be wrong. It feels so right, trust me. It feels so right, it must be wrong. It feels so right, it must be. It feels so right, it must be wrong. It feels so right, trust me. It feels so right, it must be wrong. It feels so right, it must be. It feels so right, it must be wrong. It feels so right, trust me. If it seems too good to be true, it usually is. 9 times out of 10. What a beautiful day. I bet there's a rain cloud lurking somewhere. It feels so right, it must be wrong. It feels so right, it must be. It feels so right, it must be wrong. It feels so right, trust me. It feels so right, it must be wrong. It feels so right, it must be. It feels so right, it must be wrong. It feels so right, trust me. We're in our only world, going mad underneath the big lights, and it's long gone midnight. You got your eyes on a girl, offer her your hand and a drink right, and she doesn't even think twice. No bills on the floor when I rose next morning, and the neighbors all came barking. No. Have you ever had one of those days when everything goes your way? It feels so right, it must be wrong. It feels so right, it must be. It feels so right, it must be wrong. It feels so right, trust me. It feels so right, it must be wrong. It feels so right, it must be. It feels so right, it must be wrong. It feels so right, trust me.
Falling over my heels again and again. You thought you had a net that got you, feels just like you never win. But now we can start to breathe as we let go of all of this. We gotta keep reaching out to let it out. The silver shining out of every cloud. So let's forget the rain. The rain.
Well, big up everybody and welcome to another Spearhead Saturday afternoon podcast. I think this is number 45. Thanks again for joining us. I'm going to say right at the start, like I do now every single week, we do this each and every Saturday afternoon at 2 p.m. live and interactive over on Facebook and YouTube. If you're listening back on SoundCloud or Mixcloud or on the audio-only podcast, it doesn't translate that well. Yet again this week, somebody on podcast, dude, stop talking. Do you know what, mate? There's loads of mixes online. If you want to listen to a mix, you are in the wrong place. If you want to hear some new music, have a little bit of a kind of live chat, and catch up with what's become quite a regular Saturday afternoon crew, then you are in absolutely the right place. Big up and welcome. So it kicked off today with a track called So Right, which is by me and Darrison. If you follow Darrison on Twitter, Instagram or whatever, I don't anymore. He likes his conspiracies. A great vocalist. So big up Darrison, and if you want that track, if you haven't got it yet, it's available on the double vinyl pack, Beat the System 10th anniversary edition, nice red vinyl pack. This is definitely 2 p.m, my friend. Somebody asked if it's 2 or 1. In England right now it's 2 p.m. And the track you just heard was Graphics and Roof Royal. It's called Forget the Rain. It's out soon. I've got loads of people to big up, loads of stuff to talk about today. Big up Rob Bonney, big up Phil Favour, Richard Lewell, DPR. DPR has got a set tomorrow night going out at 8 p.m. on the Spearhead YouTube and Facebook channels. Please do come and say hello. I hope you guys enjoyed last week's set from Sweet Pea. It was great, and Cheekaboo on form as normal. We recorded a couple more things this week, so we've got plenty now for the next few Sunday nights. So each and every Sunday night, 8 p.m, we're going to be joining you. Do you know what? If I went through all the shout outs, we'd never play any music today. So big up James Selby though from Australia, and too many. I'll miss somebody out if I try and do them all. If I look tired today, I'm absolutely knackered. It's been a week of mainly trying to pack everybody's orders from the Blue Mile 10 sale and the Spearhead sale and everything else. But it's good to be here. Okay, this week I'm expecting to come into the office finally. The Life as We Knew It picture discs are due this week, all being well. If they are, as soon as they're in, I'm going to ship them out to you. I'm going to play you to kick off today. One of the tracks from that, this is Give Me a Break by me and Charlotte Haining, and this is the Ember remix. He smashed this one. You will have heard it already. Here we go. I will mention the Ducks as well as we get going. More about them. If you want to know the release dates for some of this stuff, just go and have a look at spearheadrecords.bandcamp.com, and it says the release dates on there. This is 7th of May, I think.
Got too much. You saw no other way out. You'd had enough. Thought you let everybody down. I wish we could rewrite it, but yesterday is gone. I wish to see you smiling at me, then tomorrow could live on.
I can see the requests coming in already. I'm probably not going to take any requests today because I've lined up loads and loads of new music for you guys to check out, but I will squeeze some in at the end if there's time.
I wish we could rewrite it, but yesterday is gone. I wish to see you smiling at me, then tomorrow could live on. I don't know what went wrong. I don't know where you've gone. I don't know where I belong. Where I belong. Now you're gone.
Seems like we all on that search. Seems like we all on that path. Sometimes you gotta keep searching till it's found. And when it's found, it's something amazing. Yeah. It's something amazing. Right. If only, yeah. Yeah. You know, if only. Yeah. Now, yeah, such a great vibe over. Staying up till the late night's over. Saw the depth in the dark and now it's shine over. Done a lot of playing now, playtime's over. Nah, see, we just getting started. Heights we march through to find a sharp view. Clear when it hits the eyes, magnified when you're by my side. Exemplified, sides and horizons, while he rises like it's appetizing, proper findings, like diamonds, the worth is in the context, a soul that glows out of the finer object, dancing to romanticism, over those other so bad isms, girl listen, yes, no, I'm so happy you found you, yeah. Yeah, I'm so happy I found you.
So this one's called I Found You. It's by Edlan. It's out now as it's by Edlan and T-Bass featuring Track on vocals. I really want to work with Track. I've never worked with him. Need to get on something with him. That'd be great. And this is an album sampler, and I've got the whole album now, and it is absolutely bang on. I didn't realise this has come out as an album sampler until I just searched for it to put in the Spotify playlist. Of course, if you don't follow the playlist yet, make sure you do, so you can listen to the full thing without me talking over it on the playlist. I've got to send a big shout to George Hurrell, who, if you look in the background of right there behind me, has been working away on some new graphics. So we've got a little upgrade on the visuals this week. Pretty happy with that. And I was going to wear one. He sent me 2 t-shirts as well, which I got just before coming out. And he's printed some of them for me on a t-shirt. So we might knock some of those out as well, Rodney. Sending a big shout out, I'll say this nice and loud, big shout out to Kieran. Happy birthday, mate. Hope you are good. Wayne hooked you up for that. I really feel like I've become a proper Kiss FM vibey. Alright, bruv, birthday wishes, DJ. But all good. So Duck Watch So a couple of years back, I can see loads of people asking about this in the chat. Again, if you're listening to this on the podcast or whatever, you might think, what the heck's he on about? A couple of years back, well, basically every year, a mother duck trots herself up to the front of my house, dives into a hedge out the front and lays a load of eggs in it, and then hatches ducks, and then a couple of months later, off she pops with all the ducklings following her. And a couple of years ago, I happened to just look. We saw her go off with the chicks, and I looked in the nest, and I thought, oh, I wonder, if she's left anything or just what it looks like. And there was a couple of eggs in there, and like a half-hatched. I was like, oh, it's a dead bird. That's a shame. One of them died. And then we had a look, and it wasn't dead. And then we picked up a couple of the eggs, and we could hear them tweeting. And from a couple of years back, me and Andy used to have like a farm project with. We worked with excluded kids and had animals and stuff there. So we happened to have in the shed still an incubator for eggs, not something many people have laying around. So my daughters chucked the eggs in there, the ducks hatched, we looked after them, put it on Instagram, we got a pond in the garden, stuck them on the pond, and it became a little bit of a sensation. It might have even been 3 summers back now. Mr. Penfold made this T-shirt with the 3 ducks, may have borrowed the image, and somebody online, Rob, big up Rob Waddington, came up with this slogan, get down, as in down, ducks, feathers, and get down, because it works in a club. And we sold loads of these, and I saw them all summer. I know some people in the chat have still got these T-shirts, so big up. Anyway, the duck has returned. She's in the bush at the moment. Every night she just like trots off, and at 8 p.m. on the dot, she just trots back, hops up the step, goes back into the bush. So if you want to see her, just go to my Instagram, @SteveBCee. I'm hoping we don't have another duck watch this year, because if it does, it means that she's abandoned some and they've been left behind, and it was quite a lot of work. Anyway, I'll keep you updated. Right, because I've talked with no music, and the reason I did this is because I wanted to play this from the start, I thought I'd give you a blast of something absolutely brand new. This will be on the 20 Years of BCee album. It's a bit of a follow-up to Run. It's by me and Dynamite MC, and it is called Hooked on You. There is still some footage of that on my Instagram pages, the duck stuff. My account got hacked, the BCee one, and lost a lot of the footage, sadly. But at some point, I'll try and put it back together so you can see it.
I never choose war, just laughter. Got the kind of smile that the world runs after. Maybe we can switch like faster. Love like shots make the world spin faster. They say you won't play, but I know better. Lately, I'm crazy, 'cause I'm so hooked on you. More flames in the ceiling at a sound clash. You can show them with the flicker of an eyelash. Got them running like you're throwing up some boss cash. They're a pebble in the ocean, you're a big splash. Magnetic can't set it to a low attraction. Nothing stronger when we link, now that's the chain reaction. I see you in between the noise, there can be no distraction. When we turn the cameras off, that's when it's time for action.
So you go then, that one's called Hooked on You. It'll be out this year at some point. So people keep worrying about me stopping these podcasts, which is really, really lovely. And do you know what? At the end of the podcast last week, I said, I've had a bit of a tough week last week. And like so many people messaged me, see if I was okay. I am okay. Not many people knew last week. I didn't want to say on the podcast one of the things that was going on. Sadly last Saturday we lost my cousin to COVID. He was had to go on the old ventilator. Thought he was recovering, didn't recover, and sadly, very, very sadly passed away last week. So shouts to my aunt and uncle and my other cousins who have been left behind, sadly. But thank you to all you guys that asked how I was, which is really, really kind. It's nice that we've been able to build a bit of a community. Anyway, what I was going to say was I don't intend to stop the podcast. We're going to keep it going. It's not going to be every single Saturday afternoon because hopefully I'll be out and about. But we are going to keep something rolling because I enjoy it. This must be out on Friday. This is DPR's remix. Dan Ellison, aka DPR's remix of my track Captured in Time. It's coming out on the All On You EP this coming Friday. And like I've mentioned, you can catch Dan live in the mix. I've never even seen Dan DJ. I assume he's good. If he's as good as his tunes, we're fine. So I'll be watching the set online at the same time as you guys tomorrow night, and of course we'll leave it archived on YouTube as well.
as though you wanna be more than friends. I tell you that there's more to me. Stop playing your games, baby. Let me catch my feel as though I wanna be. You feel as though you wanna be more than friends. I tell you that there's more to me. Stop playing your games, baby. Let me catch my breath.
This one's forthcoming Galaxy, as in GLXY, not the label Galaxy, GALACY. It's called Breathless. It features KSR on the vocals. And Nick Cleaver wants me to give a shout out to his wonder lady Claire. So Claire, you've been shouted. KSR's got a track coming up with me as well, and one with Ember. Such a good vocalist. We're putting him to work.
Stop playing the games, baby. Let me catch my breath.
This is by Willem. It's called One Track Mind. It is the title track from the One Track Mind EP, which is the vinyls are here. If you pre-ordered one of those, I have already put them in the post, so they should be with you. You may have already got one today. If not, they'll be with you next week. Available spearheadrecords.co.uk and of course on the Bandcamp site. And Willem has just finished his next EP for Spearhead as well, so that'll be out at the end of the year. Somebody saying, hope there's a new Spearhead event soon. October the 8th, there is going to be a Spearhead event, all being well, at E1. So if you have a look on the Facebook page, it's up there, or on my Twitter, or on my Instagram. I popped over to Willem's this week to drop off a box of his EPs on my way to record some stuff for the Worldwide Drum and Bass show. And I was really late to the Worldwide Drum and Bass show because I basically haven't seen Willem for about a year. So we just spent like a good hour chatting nonsense in his garden, catching up. And yeah, I think we're gonna do some new Vanguard Project stuff. I'm up for it if he is. Come on, Drew. So yeah, One Track Mind, grab this EP now. There you go. The link for the event in London is in the chat now. I think we can tell whose new track this one is. Brand new Everwood.
Tell me when you get there. Write a message into the stars. Let your soul be at home. Leave your body alone. Let your five senses pass on their own.
When this came through on promo and I had to leave feedback, I started typing something funny, and then I realised, in case you don't know, a couple of months back now, Woody and Laura, on their way past mine, stopped and dropped in Vanny, the little Vivaro van that he's been touring around with for the last 2-3 years, as they've got a new one. And Vanny now belongs to the Jeffroy crew, so we've been kind of starting to fix it up. But I realised as I was doing the promo that since I've been driving that van, I've started to look more and more like him. Partly why I had a shave. The hippie vibes are getting in. Not a bad thing. Big up Woody and Laura. Fantastic tune. Okay, yesterday, the release this week on Spearhead was Walker with Paragon featuring Rhea. I'll play that in a little while, but taken from the same EP is this track called Setting Sun. Chris Newell says you'll be turning vegan next, Steve. Chris, mate, I'm already pretty much vegan. My wife and daughters are vegans, so yeah, we don't drink milk, and we don't have meat at home either or anything. So the biggest secret in my marriage, which is probably quite healthy, is when I'm out and sneak a sausage roll. It's not a metaphor for anything more than eating a sausage roll. If it was, there would be problems. Big up Phil. Once Vanny's had a bit more work, we'll have to do a little tour in her. Or him, I think it's a boy. Also, yeah, Woody's remixed the new Rag and Bone Man track. Although weirdly, it went up on Spotify yesterday and then disappeared again. So I'm sure it'll be back soon. Otherwise, I'd have played it. So this track's Setting Sun by Walker, forthcoming as part of the Golden Hour EP. And if you order the EP, if you pre-order the EP from the Spear Bandcamp page, you will get the track Paragon straight away. It's also available on streaming. I think, do you know what? Next I'm going to play you. So that the track I just played of Everwood's coming out with another track called Heterize. Again, these tracks that I don't know how to say, but Heterize, I think it's called, and it's coming out with I Will Wait For You. So I'll play that one next. Forthcoming Hospital. You'll be pleased to know I don't know any details except for that there is a new Everwood album on the way. And he told me that he had over 50 tracks, not all like totally finished, but in the pot for selection. So with that many to choose from, I think it'll be a good one. Judging by these two anyway. Right, I'm going to have an early coffee break. I fired the machine up. So I'm going to play you this one called by Smoking Bubbling Bee. A smoky bubbling bee. It's called Elysium. I've put it in the playlist in case I'm saying it wrong. This is a proper jungle roller. Get your ears around this whilst I get a drink and check out how sick the new graphics are. Love a good jungle rollout. Reminds me of the sound that got me into this in the first place. Anybody else old enough or was around in the days of Fantasia, Helter Skelter, The Edge, Dance Paradise? Wicked. Right, a couple of weeks back I promised you that I would play you a brand new single that's forthcoming on Spearhead from Lower and A Little Sound. You've probably forgotten. But I will stick to that promise. Lower, I believe, is in the chat. Big up Ben Downton. So this, I believe, is a little BCee dubplate special exclusive for the podcast for now. This is called Be There, Lower and A Little Sound. Will be out as a single in the summer. Of course, on Spearhead Records. And you know I'm going to talk over it because it's not out for so long. Big up the SoundCloud crew.
Places my mind goes when I'm low, and we are parting
Yes, big up Abigail Kate in the chat, aka A Little Sound. What do you think to this one then, eh? Not too shabby. If you want to learn a little bit more about A Little Sound, harass her, she's in the chat. No, don't do that really, that was a joke. Check out her article on UKF, ukf.com, I think it is, maybe it's co.uk. Anyway, it's easy to find the UKF website. And there's a really cool article getting to know a little bit more about A Little Sound. Lower says, big up for playing this, mate, because it's his tune. Of course I'm going to play it. I need to support it. It's on the legendary Spearhead Records. We'll be playing this one a lot more. Building up to it coming out in the summer. So yesterday, as I mentioned already, and you've hopefully seen and played and listened to, was this brand new track with Walker and Rhea called Paragon. It's got the longest intro of anything I've put out in about 3 years, which is why I made him make a radio edit. You might have seen that on Spotify, but it works. Check this out, Paragon, if you haven't heard this already. One of Rhea's best vocals in a minute.
eclipsing suns, eclipsing moons.
So that's Walker and Rhea. Paragon, taken from the Golden Hour EP, forthcoming Spearhead, available to pre-order on the Spearhead Bandcamp page. Last week I did a few little shout outs, basically from an idea I stole from a story I read about Pete Tong. And people always ask me for little radio drops for their radio shows. So I said, right, I'll just do them live and you can just clip it off the podcast. So I've had a request to do one else. I'm just going to do this as a favour for Michael Nolan, and you can clip it. Hi, this is BCee, and you're listening to the DJ Sim. There you go, that's for free. I've got so much new music this week. Can't wait to play it to you, and we're probably going to run out of time, which is a shame. Somebody asking if I know if Frankie works on something new. No idea. Sorry, I don't know Frankie. I know of him. I don't know him personally. Right. Check this baby out.
Taking now, we just need to look for the meaning. Look for the meaning. Find what you're seeking. There's an ocean between us. We'll find the meaning. Look for the meaning. Find what you're seeking. There's an ocean between us. We'll find the meaning.
Any guesses as to who's on this remix?
Look for the meaning.
First guess gets it straight away, just like that. Nick House says Blade Runner. Of course, it's me, Ember, Philippa Hanna on vocals, Blade Runner on the remix of Galaxy.
Look for the meaning and find what you're seeking. There's an ocean between us, but we'll find the meaning. Look for the meaning, find what you're seeking. There's an ocean between us, but we'll find the meaning.
One of the things I've actually really enjoyed about doing this podcast has been, usually I get in a groove with playing a set, and I have about 100 tracks or so on my USB and play the same ones in that. I only had a couple more each set, take a couple away each set. So at the moment, every week I'm like trying to find promos, find new music for you guys, and it's been really cool discovering new music to play you guys. And it's a real art to mixing as well, because a lot of the time I'm mixing tracks and I've only listened to like 1 minute of it, decided, yeah, that's pretty good, I'll play that on the podcast, and then we go straight in with a mix. It's been fun. Hopefully it's improved me for when I go live again. Michael Nolan, glad your floor is nice and lin-sealed up. If you watch the chat regularly, you'll know what he's talking about. If not, don't worry about it. This is forthcoming Spearhead Records as well. This is part of the Brighter Now EP, forthcoming from Missing and Trex. And this is called Fast Forward. This is taken from his forthcoming EP called Dreaming Green. It's the title track called Dreaming Green, featuring Zoe Capri, I think, something like that. And it is, of course, Hugh Hardy, forthcoming Hospital. I'm going to play you another track from the Treks and Missing EP next. It's going to be the title track called Brighter Now. Again, forthcoming Spearhead featuring Ella Jones.
I hate it when you lock me out. I need a better
So this one's out next week. Then it's by our very own DPR, who once again will be in the mix for an hour tomorrow night at 8 o'clock on the Spearhead Facebook page and Spearhead YouTube pages. And this track is on his debut EP, which is out on Friday, featuring Leo Wood. This one's called Eden.
With the morning light that rises with the dawn, she whispers fire to the leaves, says I am tired now of all the things I've seen. Blow the storm and it's catching through the trees, says I am old and if you do not love me.
If you haven't subscribed yet to the playlist, the Spear Presents playlist, please do. I've just stuck the link again in the chat room. This will be straight in there. I put all the tracks that have been released in the podcast. All the tracks I've played in the podcast that are out go into that playlist as soon as I play them. And then throughout the week, just as I think, oh, this is a good tune, I always update it throughout the week. So there's always fresh stuff in there. Please do subscribe. And if I play stuff and it isn't released yet, it goes in there as soon as it comes out. So you can keep up to date without me talking all over it. Michael, I'm not sure if you are asking that question for humour or in a serious way. Michael says, why don't I add the tracks which aren't released? Well, quite simple. They're not released. Therefore, they're not on Spotify. You can't add tracks to playlists that aren't out yet. No playlists on Tidal or Apple Music at the moment. Maybe in the future. And also, if you do use Spotify, I've got a couple more playlists. One is the one I've just stuck in the chat now, which is 100% BCee. It's every track I've ever written, produced, remixed, had remixed. So you can just hit shuffle on that. The next one is the Vanguard Project, all the Vanguard Project stuff. And then the real gold is all in one place. If you want to check it out, then that playlist that I've just put in the chat now is a 100% Spearhead Records playlist. It's everything that's ever been out on the label. 783 tracks, 69 hours, 41 minutes of music. So it should keep you going for a bit. Right, this is also brand new. It's called Calling on You. It's by Edlan and Phil Tangent, and it's coming out soon on Liquidity. Well, another two artists that made their debuts on Spearhead last year were Jalifi and Terra. And Jalifi and Terra recorded a special back-to-back set for us that's going to be broadcast in the next few weeks on a Sunday, Spearhead Sunday night stream. And both of those guys have written new EPs for Spearhead that will be coming out later this year. I think Terra's actually, we're going to release as singles. Anyway, I'm going to give you a sneak peek. If you liked Rivers, which was by Terra and Lottie Woodward, then he has worked with Lottie again for a track called Come As You Are. And I'm going to play it to you. I'm absolutely spoiling you guys this week. I think 90% of this podcast is unreleased music. So, yeah, you can only hear most of this with my voice on it for a while. Sorry about that. But we can't just give it all away. So this forthcoming Spearhead Records at some point this year. Come As You Are, Terra and Lottie Woodward.
I see you closing, you're turning and walking away. You'll be keeping it under, you wonder, do I feel the same? But I do. So come as you are, and let me hold you here. Hold out your heart. I promise I won't disappear if you come as you are. Come as you I'm leaving the door wide open if your heart can't take no more. Say I'm gonna be here waiting, hoping that you
Big up to Michael Nolan's neighbours. He apologises for having the music so loud. I say, report him. So Tara and Lottie Woodward, Come As You Are. Speaking of complaining neighbours, we did a couple of boat parties on the Thames a few years back. They were really good parties, but they were working with the guys that ran the boats was a nightmare because they didn't really give a monkeys, and they would just go, all right, that's enough people on the boat. Forget that you've all bought tickets, we'll leave you there. So they were pretty stressful. Anyway, one of the boat parties we did, somebody from somebody who lived in one of the houses as we went past, in an apartment when we went past on the boat, filmed the boat party and then sent it to the boat company to complain about how loud it was and like how out of order it was. We can hear the MC, we can hear the music. So we used that video for the promo for the next boat party. So cheers for that. It worked well. Right, this one is going to be out at the end of the year. It's another absolute brand new exclusive that you're not going to heard anywhere else ever before. I can guarantee it. This is by Rhea. It's called Intimacy.
There's something that I want and I want it with you.
It's taken from a forthcoming 4-track Rhea EP, which has been produced by somebody called William Hine, with Rhea working with him to get exactly what she wants.
Nobody else will.
Check this.
I keep on chasing, don't need persuading. I want to get to know all the things nobody knows. I keep on masquerading, my passion ain't fading. I want to get to know all the things no one knows, nobody knows.
There you go. It's called Intimacy. It's by Rhea. Before this comes out, she's got an album coming out with Colette Warren.
There's something that I want and I
And then this EP later this year. And it will be getting a vinyl release.
Keep on chasing, don't need persuading. I want to get to know all the things nobody knows. I keep on masquerading, my passion ain't fading. I want to get to know all the things no one knows, nobody knows.
Well, another label that's been constantly delivering the goods since kicking off is Alex Perez's 1984 music. I never remember if it's 84 or 82, but I think it's 84. I think I called it 82 the other week. Anyway, there's a forthcoming EP by Visages. It's called Dark Guru EP, and I'm going to play you a track from that. Like, I think it's called Je m'appelle DS. I typed it in the chat so that you can have a look. Michael Nona says, did I know it's D&B Day today? I think it's quite fitting they chose the same day as my podcast. I didn't, although I kind of guessed that from the amount of people that have commented that in the chat. So this is brand new Visages, out very soon. 17th of the 4th, 174. Right, I get you. Yeah. 1985. It is 1985. It's not 82 or 84. 1985 music is Perez's label. I see it's not just names I have bother with. It's numbers too. Yes. Je m'appelle DS or something like that, out soon. I'm not sure how 2 people are asking for the track ID on this. I typed it in the chat room and talked about it quite a lot. It's called Je m'appelle DS. At least I think that's what it's called. And I typed it in the chat. Just to try and make sure you could get it. But anyway, the EP it's coming out on, it's called Dark Guru and it's out soon. I'm so proud that you The artist Visages on Alex's label. Classic drum and bass jungle set says calm down. It's okay, bruv, I'm calm. But if you're just locked in, just give it a second. It'll all become clear. This is from an artist I'd not heard of before, but I did play this a few weeks back. It's by an artist called Kray, K-R-A-Y. It's called Not Too Late. And yeah, it's wicked. I've just put it in the playlist if you want to check it later on. This is from an EP called The Peak. Entire EP. Beautiful music. Brand new Think Tonk out now, None of Them, featuring Jar Mike. This is the Rhythm Punks remix.
Tough like way, you try to think up, you have a dead up berry. And none of them sound, you're not tough like way. You try to think up, you have a dead up berry. And none of them sound, you're not tough like way. You try to think up, you have a dead up berry. From the prison to the bar, shit to the cemetery. That is how I jump on some boy head up, you see. So I sterilize your party. And whether in a town or in the country, and whether jump down straight back to UK. Well, open your ears and you feel it's a kidney. Could have fly over the ocean and over the sea. You come back, you check the TikTok and I me. Don't try nothing, you know. Yeah, don't try nothing. Yeah. Alright. Stone, you're not tough like way. You trouble think up, you have a dead up berry.
Right, well, it seems like that tune got us booted off of Facebook, so I'm just re-upping those streams. Sorry about that. If you're watching back, you'll just wonder what's going on. So we'll skip to the next track. It is in the playlist. I heard this. I hadn't heard this track before. This is by somebody called Tweaks. And I heard it for the first time when Sweet Pea played it on the live stream last week. So it's by Tweaks. It's called Fatal Attraction. It's the Neck Tax remix. And it's in the playlist. This is wicked. If you haven't watched Sweet Pea's and Cheekaboo's live stream, Spearhead Records YouTube page, you can see it on the live DJ set section.
Doesn't matter what you say or do, I'm stuck on you. I'm so stuck on you. You're my fatal attraction. I just can't stop. Baby, you got me crazy.
Absolute banger. Can't believe I had not heard this one before. I will be checking out Tweaks' back catalogue after this.
You're my fatal attraction. I just can't stop. I just can't stop. I just can't stop.
What a tune. Right, there's only time for about two more. So I'm not even going to try and mix these. This one coming I'm going to play next. I've played it a few times on the podcast. It's by Benny V, aka Souped Up Label Manager, and Deploy.
Fatal attraction.
It's called Not the One. This is the Deploy remix, and this will be out next Friday on Spearhead Records. Absolute banger.
I've played the part-time, taken the brunt. So take a shot if I
Worth mentioning, Benny V is coming into the studio this week to record a set for Spearhead Sundays.
take it far at the stage, open all your impatience, these charges fade away. But I can't change your fate, your future will prevail no matter how hard you weigh. I'm not the one, I'm not your take it far. So take it. Take it far. I'm not the I'm not your target. I'm not the one. I'm not your target. I'm not the one. I'm not your target. I'm not the one. I'm not your target. So take it.
Well, there we go. So that's out on Friday. Benny V and Deploy, Not the One. Deploy remix. There's 2 versions of that, both dropping Friday on Spearhead Records. And that brings us to the end of podcast number 45. One more track to finish. Please do join us tomorrow night, 8 p.m. On the Spearhead Facebook page, or even better, probably for the fact it pretty definitely won't get cut off, YouTube/Spearhead Records Ltd. Join us at 8 p.m. tomorrow night for an absolutely exclusive set, the first DJ set for Spearhead Records from DPR ahead of his release on Friday. If you want to support me, the label, any of the artists, please head over to spearheadrecords.bandcamp.com or spearheadrecords.co.uk, or just quite simply add something to one of your playlists and stick it on repeat when you go out. That'll do. I did read today that Apple Music have said that they are basically going to double the amount they pay people for streams, which is good. 1 cent a stream. Doesn't sound a lot, but it's quite an increase. If Spotify were to do the same, it would pretty much double people's turnover. So hopefully that's the first. Anyway, big up. Thank you very much for joining me. I did mention earlier on this week, the Life As We Knew It double pack picture discs are due to arrive at the end of this week. If you've pre-ordered one, I'll start packing them and shipping them straight away. The digital official release for that is the 7th of May. But if you pre-order it, you'll get it early and guarantee yourself a picture disc. I might even see if I can arrange to get some signed, but I don't know at the moment if that's going to be possible. Anyway, it's going to look good. Hopefully I'll have it in my hand for next week. So we're going to finish with this one. It's almost there, taken from the album Life As We Knew It. It's by me and Charlotte Haining. It's Deadline on the remix. And yeah, you can get hold of this now. Thanks very much. I'll see you guys next week.
I feel a little lost here. Everyone else has moved along, and I'm paying the cost here for a love that might have gone. And I don't understand it, why I keep it going on. Inside it's really hurting, wondering if I belong. Oh, I try hard to pretend, and I smile until the end. But I've tried to make amends. I don't know if I've got it in me anymore. They tell me I'm almost there. They tell me don't leave, I swear. Don't you dare go nowhere. They tell me I'm almost there. They tell me don't leave, I swear. Don't you dare go nowhere. No, don't you dare go nowhere. Don't you dare go nowhere. Oh, I've been really trying. I don't know where I go home, but I don't wanna die here till I worked on what I know. The reason for life here is everything I have to show. Though it's terrifying, I refuse to let it go. Oh, I try hard to pretend, and I smile until the end. But I've tried